Welcome to the second module of the course, Understanding How to Consolidate Employability of Distance Education Graduates. We are Amparo Hormigos and Javier Gimenez, from University of Alicante. This module is divided into 3 videos. Video 1, Employability, Concept and Strategic Partnerships. Video 2, Digitalization to Support Employability, e-Portfolios. Video 3, Occupational Observatories and Job Statistics. So let's start with the first video of this module, entitled, Employability, Concept and Strategic Partnerships. In this video, we will focus on the following aspects. Part 1. Employability. We will begin by clarifying the concept of employability, with special attention to what career centers at universities can do. Part 2. Partnerships. Here we will discuss how establishing connections with businesses in the region plays a central role in enhancing employability, and how universities can systematically build those relationships. Part 3. Finally, we will explore the case of the Marathon of Employment and Entrepreneurship at the University of Alicante, as an example. Part 1. Context and definition of employability. Employability is a term we hear very frequently, but its meaning is often misunderstood or oversimplified. It's much more than just a student's ability to get a job after graduation. So, what is employability? Let's start with a clear definition. At its core, employability is a combination of achievements, skills, knowledge, and personal attributes that make a person more likely to gain employment and to be successful in their chosen occupations. It's a dynamic and evolving concept. It isn't something a student simply has or doesn't have, it's a journey, a continuous process of learning and development. For our students, it's about developing a set of capabilities that enable them to secure and retain work, but also to transition between jobs, and to adapt to the ever-changing demands of the labor market. It's the ability to find a job, of course, but also the ability to create value for an employer, to be a productive member of a team, and to navigate a professional career. As professionals in a university setting, we play a dual role. We are not just helping students develop professional skills and giving them support and guidance, we are preparing them for a lifetime of professional growth. However, it is crucial to keep in mind that we do not provide jobs directly to the students. It is key to understand that they have to apply for the job offers they are interested in, by themselves. We are facilitators, and we are also a bridge to the professional world. Our part is to help students understand that while a degree is an important prerequisite, it is not, by itself, a guarantee of employment. It is the combination of their academic knowledge with a range of other skills and attributes that truly makes them valuable to an employer. Let's take a look at the key components of this concept. First, we have the foundational skills, both hard and soft, that we discussed in a previous video. This includes technical proficiency in their field, but also critical thinking, problem-solving, teamwork, and communication. Second, there's the knowledge component, which goes beyond the academic curriculum. This is about professional awareness, understanding the dynamics of an industry, knowing the key players and roles, and staying current with trends and innovations. And finally, we have the personal attributes, a student's attitude, their resilience, adaptability, and proactive mindset. The willingness to learn, to take initiative, and to accept feedback. These are the qualities that make a candidate stand out and thrive in the workplace. All of these elements together form the holistic picture of a student's employability. Our challenge is to move from simply telling students they need to be more employable to giving them concrete tools and opportunities to actually build these competencies. Part 2. Building bridges. The importance of creating relationships with companies. While equipping our students with the right skills and tools is essential, we must also recognize that employability is not something that happens in a vacuum. It is deeply connected to the external professional environment. This brings us to the importance of building strong professional networks. But why is this so important? First, it is about relevance. Maintaining a constant and open dialogue with industry partners is the only way to ensure that our academic programs and employability initiatives remain aligned with the real, evolving needs of the labor market. These relationships tell us what skills are emerging, what roles are becoming obsolete, and what employers truly look for in new candidates. Second, it is about opportunity. Our connections with employers and professional organizations are the direct pipeline for internships, practicums, final-year projects, and, ultimately, a steady stream of job offers. They provide the real-world arena where students can test and apply their skills in a professional context. And third, it is about credibility. When employers are actively involved in our activities, as guest lecturers, as mentors, or as members of our advisory boards, it lends immense credibility to our programs and, by extension, to our graduates. So, how do we, as university professionals, establish these contacts? It requires a fundamental shift in our mindset, from a purely transactional approach, thinking we need jobs for our students, to a true partnership approach, asking ourselves, how can we create mutual value? To begin, you need to map and understand your ecosystem. This means identifying the key industries and major employers in your region, and also the innovative startups and small to medium enterprises that are experiencing growth. You should research their specific challenges and their talent needs. Next, you must leverage your greatest asset, your alumni. Your happy, successful alumni are your best ambassadors. You should create structured programs to engage them, as they are often willing to provide company referrals, offer mentoring, host company visits, and act as a trusted bridge to their organizations. Third, you must always offer value first, and ask second. Don't begin a conversation by asking for internships. Instead, start by offering something of value. Can a faculty member provide a briefing on a relevant research topic? Can you offer access to a pool of talented students for a specific project? Can you host a corporate training event on your campus? By positioning the university as a resource and a partner, you build trust and lay the groundwork for a long-term relationship. Fourth, you need to create structured collaboration frameworks. Move beyond ad hoc emails and sporadic meetings. Establish formal agreements for collaboration, create advisory boards for your degree programs, and launch joint research and development projects. This provides a stable foundation for long-term interaction that benefits both sides. Finally, you must become a connector and a hub. You can organize sector-specific networking events, innovation challenges sponsored by companies, and meet the expert sessions. And more specifically, how to build these contacts systematically. Here are some established and innovative strategies that universities can adopt to build these contacts in a systematic way. Mapping the local and regional business ecosystem, you must first understand what companies are in your area, their size, their sectors, and their growth. Identify those with current hiring needs or those whose sector is growing or changing. Creating advisory boards with employer representation, involving companies in advisory boards at the department, faculty, or central level provides a structured way for them to give regular feedback on our curriculum and the skills they need. This ensures that any curricular reform or new modules reflect real-world demand. Developing formal partnership agreements, establish agreements with companies for internships, project collaboration, or even for sharing real business cases for student work. These agreements can also formalize mentorship, guest lectures, or sponsored workshops. Hosting employer forums or roundtables, organize periodic events where faculty, career center staff, students, and companies can meet to discuss shared needs, challenges, and opportunities. Organizing robust job fairs and recruitment events, these can be held on campus or virtually and should invite a curated selection of local companies to present, recruit, and engage with our students. Bringing in guest speakers and industry engagement, invite practitioners into classes to provide real-world examples and case studies from their industries. Implementing an alumni as-bridge strategy, our alumni who are working in companies are incredibly effective. They are often willing to help with mentoring, internships, and job leads. Cultivating an active alumni network is an essential part of this. Establishing employer feedback loops. After our graduates move into jobs, we should collect feedback from employers about how prepared they were, what skills were missing, and what was most helpful. We can then use that information to adjust our teaching, extracurricular offerings, and employability tools. Leveraging digital and remote engagement, for distance education or for connecting with companies far away, we can engage them through virtual internships, remote projects, online mentorship, and webinars. Allocating resources and providing institutional support. For these relationships to last, the university must allocate the necessary staff in career and employability offices, offer incentives for faculty to cooperate, and formally recognize the importance of building industry relationships. Part 3. The case of Marathon of Employment and Entrepreneurship at the University of Alicante. To close this topic, we would like to highlight the event organized by the University of Alicante's Career Center, the Marathon of Employment and Entrepreneurship. This is a live, intensive, and annual event that brings together students, graduates, employers, institutions, and support bodies in a single day of networking, job offers, internships, projects, and inspiration. Its main objectives are to bring in companies and organizations that require qualified personnel, and allow them to present their career plans, internships, job offers, or collaborations. To host institutions and advisory bodies in employment, entrepreneurship, innovation, which offer information, resources, guidance to students or graduates who want to move into employment or start their own venture. To act as a bridge between the university and the labor market, making visible opportunities and facilitating contact, recruitment, mentoring, and collaboration. Typically, the format includes stands and booths of companies, institutions, incubators, employment support units. In past editions, more than 100 stands have been present. Express or speed interviews or short recruitment sessions, in which companies may present real job offers and interview students or graduates directly during the event. Presentations, panels, and talks on employability, entrepreneurship, skills, innovation, trends in the job market. Networking breaks allowing students and company representatives to talk informally. This format concentrates in one day much of what universities try to promote throughout the year: visibility of opportunities, direct links with companies, showcasing of projects, momentum, interaction, learning, and motivation. How to adapt this event to an online format. Some online universities have employment and entrepreneurship fairs held online. As a suggested design and adaptation to online format, we can find 1. Virtual Event Hub. Use a robust virtual events platform that supports company booths, virtual stands, live chat, video sessions, webinars, scheduling of virtual interviews, document sharing, CVs, brochures, and networking spaces. 2. Online stands. Each participating company or support entity gets a virtual booth. They can upload their profile, brochures, videos, job/internship offers, and staff can be present at certain hours for live chat/video meetings. 3. Webinars, panels, sessions. Scheduled live sessions, keynotes, panels, workshops on employability, skills, entrepreneurship, market trends. These can be broadcast live and recorded for later viewing. 4. Virtual interviews and meetings. Students and graduates can request and schedule video interviews with companies, much like speed interviews, within time slots. The platform should facilitate booking, reminders, and video calls. Job offers by companies can be provided previously, so there could be interviews for recruitment. 5. Asynchronous access and extended availability. Keep the platform open for a period, e.g. days or weeks, so participants who cannot attend live can browse stands, watch recorded webinars, send messages. By modeling this online event, distance universities can replicate many of the benefits of in-person fairs, connecting employers and students, facilitating interviews, exposing students to opportunities, providing training, and gathering feedback, but removing geographical barriers. In this video we have highlighted the need to view employability not merely as securing a first job, but as a dynamic combination of achievements, skills, knowledge, and personal attributes that enables continuous professional success and adaptation. A university's role is not to provide jobs directly, but to act as a facilitator and a bridge to the professional world, ensuring students understand that their degree is a prerequisite, not a guarantee, of employment. Strategic partnerships with the external environment are fundamental. We explored several systematic strategies for building these bridges. Finally, the Marathon of Employment and Entrepreneurship at the University of Alicante serves as an example. This intensive, annual event successfully brings together companies, supports students, and graduates to facilitate networking, recruitment, and guidance. We discussed how this model can be effectively adapted to an online format using virtual event platforms, virtual stands, and scheduled video interviews to connect distance education students. In essence, enhancing graduate employability is a shared journey, requiring internal skill development, proactive external relationship building, and innovative mechanisms for connection. We hope that this information was useful for you. Thank you very much for your attention.